So the Avengers Doomsday is set to release later this year, and it's something that everyone who is a Marvel fan is actually waiting for. I mean, the MCU has been delivering since they started. I mean, Endgame was so much perfect. I mean, if someone is actually going to bring out an argument where they don't rank Endgame as one of the, should I say, best superhero movies out there, that argument is actually going to be long. And it's categorically not just the best superhero movie out there, it's actually one of the best films out there that you can actually watch. And then the Doomsday has actually got people hyped on for it. But then in preparation towards watching Avengers Doomsday, I mean, there are a number of movies out there that you can watch so that you are kept abreast and your memory is kept refreshed with the whole story behind Doomsday. The very first movie that I'll recommend is the Fantastic Four First Steps. Fantastic Four First Steps is actually great. I mean, just look at it. We've had a number of Fantastic Four films. The very first one, that's Chris Evans was actually playing Human Torch. We had the first one came coming in, and then Fantastic Four, the Rise of Silver Surfer also coming in. It was okay. I mean, no hard feelings about it, but I didn't quite enjoy it as much. And then we had the new set of Fantastic Four, okay, which starred Michael B. Jordan as well, Human Torch coming in and all that. And then we have the Fantastic Four First Step, the latest in the Marvel category. That was actually the one that did it for me. It doesn't really explore the whole backstory of how they got the powers and all that, because the ones before them have actually explored that possibility a number of times, and then it just took so much time to get to the story itself. But in this one, we are given, okay, we are exposed to the reality that they have done whatever that they did, and they have these powers and they are protecting their earth. Okay, so we are living off right from that. And then now they are faced with a new threat. Silver Surfer comes in and says Galactus is coming. He is going to eat up your world. So they have to get ready to actually fight him. And they decide to take the battle to him before he gets closer to Earth. And then it doesn't go as planned. They come back to Earth to come and prepare, reinforce themselves, and then do it again. Now, Galactus actually comes to them with a proposal. Okay, that you have a son. I feel like he's very powerful enough, and he'll give it to me. I'll leave your world alone. And they're like, hell no. We are not giving you our son. Okay? Reese is not giving his son. Hmm? Johnny isn't willing to let the nephew go. Uncle Ben on the other side isn't letting his nephew go as well. I mean, so we are going to fight to save our son and save our world as well. And they do that. And in the ending of Fantastic Four First Steps, we are actually exposed to a mysterious man, which you all have come to the knowledge of is actually going to be Victor. Now, when you watch Loki season 1 and 2, where we are exploring the TVA, the Time Variance Authority, and the whole number of multiverses we have there, the number of timelines we have there, Loki actually became like a mainstream series after Endgame, where Loki actually takes the time stone and then disappears and all that. When they went back in time to Avengers Earth Mightiest Heroes, the very first adventure, Avengers movie and all that. And then we came to have a whole line of Loki films out there. It was great. Loki for me is actually one of the best um Marvel series out there for me. You know, at that particular point in time, a number of Marvel series came out, but Loki actually stood out for me, and then it did so well. So watching Loki season 1 and 2, exploring the whole idea of the TV and how time actually works and all that is actually a good thing to actually see before the entire Avengers Doomsday is actually released. And then again, you can also watch the Spider-Man trilogy, but more importantly, No Way Home, where we have Tobey Maguire Spider-Man coming in, Andrew Garfield Spider-Man coming in, and then Tom Holland Spider-Man coming in, all with villains from all these alternate dimensions. I mean, we are seeing so many things in here. It was actually great. We are still exposed to the idea of different timelines coming in, all coming in together to make something great. And then we are actually going to get Spider-Man Brand New Day before Avengers Doomsday, which is actually going to be a great thing for me personally because I feel like we will experience something new that will actually set the platform or lay the foundation for if Spider-Man appears, which is actually going to be in Avengers Doomsday, how good at he's going to be in that particular film. You can also watch Spider-Man No Way Home as well. And then the very last one I'm going to talk about is Captain America Brave New World. Captain America Brave New World. I had so much expectations whilst I was in wait for this film because Steve Rogers as Captain America, played by Chris Evans, was actually great, phenomenal. First Avenger, Winter Soldier, Civil War. It was great, perfect. Like everything I loved about Captain America, I loved from his line of films, especially in Civil War, where Bucky came in and all that. And then we have him retiring. He's turned old. He's handed over the shield to, you know, Falcon. Now, before Captain America Brave New World, at the time Marvel was releasing quite a number of series where we have Falcon and Winter Soldier. In my expectations, I was thinking maybe Bucky, okay, or Winter Soldier could maybe one day be the new Captain America. You never know. I mean, he stand over a good leave. All that he was doing, he wasn't doing out of his own accord. People were pulling the strings for him and all that. It wasn't quite his fault. And then it doesn't go that route. We actually have the Falcon taking over as the new Cap. Now we have the Red Hawk also appearing in. And then the entire movie, okay, was more propagandist. It was just like trying to find um the certain president of the United States of America mess up so that the new Captain America could actually do something, pull something up so that we all applaud him and all that. It didn't quite do it for me though, but then actually laid grounds for a whole new set of environment without the Captain America we have known, seen, and enjoyed over these years coming into life. But then we have this in it as well. Yeah, and quite a few notable mentions. Punisher, One Last Kill. I mean, it is also in the same Marvel Cinematic Universe, but then again, it's not directly linked to the Avengers franchise. But then it's also something that we can watch hand in hand with Daredevil, and then get ready for the Avengers Doomsday movie, which should be released later this year. And once that movie is out, trust me, I'll be here with my review as well.